All right, so 3.4, we're going to take a look at this very first, investigate the math problem. And I want to take a look at the Venn diagram first. So this Venn diagram has already been created for this question. Now, why has this been created? What does CT and S stand for? Well, it says Rachel surveyed grade 12 students about how they communicated with friends over the previous week. So there's a certain percentage that talked on a cell phone. So C is the cell phone subset. There was a number of them that texted. So T was going to be text. And then social networking site other than those two would be S. Okay, so we're going to talk about these three methods of communication. So that's why you've got three Venn diagram circles. Okay? Now, let's read through the information here. And I'm going to connect them with the Venn diagram. So 66% called on a cell phone last week. All right. So that would be, those students would be somewhere inside the cell phone circle. Does everyone understand that? Yeah. 66%. Now, I'm not going to put any numbers down here yet because I'm going to show you how to tackle this type of problem. 76% texted. Okay. So 76% is somewhere in here. 34% social networking, so 34% somewhere in here. Now, the tricky part is there are a couple, well, 3 extra sections that we didn't have last time when we did just 2 circles. So what does this section represent? Can someone explain to me, just in a sentence, what does this section represent? Okay, so students that only use their cell phone and text it, could call on the cell phone and text it, that's right. Okay, so they did not include, Facebook or Twitter or whatever on the social networking site. So that's these students would go in here. Okay, very good. And similarly, in this section right here, this particular section right here, these would be the students that only did cell phone or social networking site. They did not text at all, right? That's what these people did. And what about this middle section? What's the middle section? The middle section is students that did all 3, right? Cell phone, texted, and social networking site, all 3. So when you read through this question, this is the hint, okay? This is the most important part here. What you want to do is you want to try and find out what this middle section is first, and then work your way out. This is the easiest way to do these questions. So if you read through all this, you see at the very bottom, excuse me, it says 12% used all 3 forms of communication. So watch this. 12 goes in here. Now we're not going to have to separate this at all because this is the innermost part of this Venn diagram. So the very heart of the Venn diagram, that's where you want to start with, placing your numbers on there, okay? So let's work our way up now and see what happens. So you start here, and then work your way up. That's going to be my suggestion for most of these questions because watch how this unfolds. 19% texted and used a social networking site. Okay, so texted, social networking site, it says 19%. Now, the texting and social networking site is this section right here. You see that? Texting and social networking, it's where those 2 circles overlap. You already know that 12% of students are in this section, so what does that leave for this section right here? Anybody? Yeah, 7%. Now why is that? Because we have 19% total that have to fit in both of these circles. This is the overlapping part. I know 12 is already there, 7 must go there. Okay, moving on up here, we've got this one taken care of and this one. 18% called on a cell and a social networking, so that's cell and social networking. That is, let me get rid of this line here for you. So social networking and cell, that's this section here. 18% cell, social networking. So what number goes in this section right here? Yes, 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. Okay? Moving on up. 56% called on a cell phone and texted. Cell phone and texted. So that is, which part is this? That's this part right here. Okay? So 56%, that's a large number there. In this section right here. So what's 56 minus 12? Goes in this little spot. 44 is correct. Okay, so we'll put 44 there. Barely have enough room for that. Okay, so are we done? Well, no, we're not quite done yet. We have to keep moving upwards. So 34% use the social networking site. So just the S is got to add up to 34. So where's the S? Here it is. How many do we have in here so far? Because these numbers are still in the social networking circle. So 6 and 7 is 13 and 12 is 25, and we need to have 34. So what number goes in this space? 9? Correct. Okay, and that's important right here. 9 plus 6 plus 12 plus 7 is this 34 right here, because that's what it says for just the S circle. Okay. Now 76% texted. Okay, among other things, but 76% have to be in this circle here. So we do the same sort of thing, and I'm going to get rid of some of these check marks here for now. And so we do the same sort of thing. 44 plus 12 is 56, plus 6 is 62. So 62 up to 76, how many more do we need? Text it, thank you. Oh, okay, sorry, I was looking at cell phone here. So 44 and 12 is 56, and 7 would be 63. Going to 76 for the texting. Yeah, 13. Let's use black for that one. Okay, 13 goes in there. So all of these numbers here, 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 and here have to add up to 76. Okay, finally, cell phone. We're at the last one. 66%, so we add up these, 56 and 6 is 62, going to 66. So what goes in here? 4. All right? So we've got a number. We've got a number for every section in the Venn diagram. Okay? So the hint there is to start at the bottom, or start wherever you find this number in the very middle, and then kind of work up. So do the sort of the combinations, the intersections of at least 2 circles, do all those, and then work out from the middle. That's going to be the best way to do these ones. Okay? Now you can, that's all I'm going to show you for that one. There's a different way to do it on the full 3.4 lesson. This is just the example. And so that's on another video there if you want to watch that. That uses the notation and the all the calculations, and I kind of connect these spots with all the notation, but I won't do that for this example. Okay. Okay, so one final point that was just brought up. Nice work, Landon. These numbers all add up to only 95, so have we done something incorrect? And the answer would be no. The extra 5 would be out here. So depending on what the question asks you for, excuse me, if the question asks how many students didn't use any of the 3 forms of communication last week, the answer then would be 5. Okay? So do you need to put this in? Well, to add up to 100%, you would need to put the 5 outside those circles. Yeah. Good observation there.